Stress, it can trigger emotional effects such as anxiety, sadness, irritability, and stress that's left unchecked can contribute to many health problems over time, like high blood pressure, even diabetes.
We're also learning that chronic stress may contribute to the development of Alzheimer's disease.
Morning anchor and health reporter Kirsten O'Connor is here now to ask about these findings in today's Ask a Doctor.
Ask a Doctor is sponsored by Conviva Primary Care for Seniors.
Well, Alzheimer's disease impacts almost 6 million Americans, and increasing disease awareness is known to help with earlier detection. So joining us now is Dr. Tamika Haynes-Robinson, an Orlando Health neuropsychologist. We appreciate you coming in and joining us for this Ask a Doctor segment. And it's important to think about stress and the impacts that it has on our physical being and, of course, our mental health. Let's talk about this study a little bit. This is out of Australia, and they're looking at participants and seeing that stress really has a biological impact.
It really, really does, primarily because of how stress acts on our body. So stress is a good thing. We are all going to experience stress in our lives. It's just about how we and our bodies manage this stress. Now, compounded stress, meaning stress that happens over time consistently and you're not managing it well, what it does is kind of deactivate some of the important mechanisms in our bodies and our brains that kind of clear out toxic waste and just help to keep our immune system at 100%. So what can happen, and what the study was really talking about, was the fact that how this particular enduring stress can act on that system that helps you to manage stress is by kind of deactivating it, and over time what that can do is lead to a buildup of toxics and plaques and tangles that are common in Alzheimer's type dementia. And what that does after a while is kind of cause the cells in the brain to die or not work as well, and the connections between each cell and each neuron just starts to deteriorate over time.
And so people watching at home are going to think, well, I have stress in my life. We all do. Like you said, it is a good thing to some extent, but that compounded stress is what we need to try and avoid.
Yes.
Can you give some examples? I mean, of course, people know what stress feels like during this time, especially during the pandemic. But some examples when you might have a red flag that, you know what, this is just too stressful. I need to take a step back.
Well, clearly your own inner sense of anxiety building. Some people will just describe it as I feel overwhelmed. Some people even notice my brain has literally stopped working. I am trying to think of a solution to this problem and it's just not coming to me. Those are some clear indicators. And if you're experiencing this over time, this can really put you in a place where you feel stuck. You can't move, you don't want to do anything, you feel kind of hopeless, and then that can bring on another issue, which is going to be dangerous for anybody, which is depression. So what the key thing is to try and pay attention to how you're feeling, how you're managing this situation. And if you can start to use other coping techniques to kind of calm yourself down, to deal with the stress better, or even get external help, you will be able to manage this stress better and not have it prolonged to the point where it's beginning to damage you and break you down.
And I do want to mention Alzheimer's caregivers while we're talking about this topic, because they deal with a lot of stress themselves as well. And it's just a different type of work that they're doing. What are some pieces of advice you can give to the community at large, people who are just watching this and thinking, wow, you know, I have a family member who suffers from dementia or Alzheimer's. Am I looking after myself?
That is a very good question. In my practice daily, we speak about caregivers managing themselves, making sure that they're able to get at least half an hour to 1 hour break every day, where they're just doing something for themselves, just trying to manage the situation, because it can be easily overwhelming, especially as the Alzheimer's disease progresses from mild to moderate to severe, where you're doing more and more caregiving. As the disease progresses, there's further deterioration in the person, and the caregiver needs to do a lot more to help this person, even in their daily lives, hygiene, eating, intake of water. So you want to make sure you're taking care of yourself. Exercise is key in making sure that you're taking care of yourself, because it helps you to lower your own anxiety levels.
I love to hear that. We all need a reason to exercise. Thank you so much for being with us today and
my pleasure.
Talking about this important study. I'll send it back to the ladies at the desk.